I'm Veronique and welcome to my channel. Today is my very first video and I'm very excited to be doing a review on a makeup type that I thoroughly enjoy, and that is an eyeshadow palette. The palette that I've decided that I'm going to do the review on today is the Anastasia Beverly Soft Glam palette. So this product was launched in the States quite a few years ago to rave reviews, and I remember watching reviews on it when it was launched thinking, oh my gracious, it's just so beautiful. It's such a lovely everyday palette. And happy days for us, the ARC store have now brought in the Anastasia Beverly Hills range to us here in South Africa, and I think this one launched in September. I bought my palette about 3 weeks ago and I have been playing with it for quite a bit. In fact, I think I've used it every single day for 3 weeks, almost years, so funny, for 3 weeks now. And I really enjoyed using it. So I thought I would do a little review for you, and I would do 2 makeup looks. So I'm going to do one makeup look that is a matte look, which is very nice for an everyday, which is what I've been kind of wearing every day. And then I thought I'd do one glammed up look for you, and then we can then just chat about the quality of the shadows and wrap it up from there. So what I usually do when I do my makeup is I always start with my eyes first. I like to make sure that my eyes are done first, that if there's any fallout, it's a very easy cleanup, and then I can start with the foundation. So on my skin today, all I really have is my skincare products and my sunscreen. And what I am going to do is I am going to prep my eyelids with some concealer and then just set it with some loose powder. Okay, that's all prepped. I'm going to zoom you in and let's play with some makeup. Let's get cracking. So I'm going to start, I'm going to do a matte look as I said, so I'm going to use the more earthy tones that are in the palette. So here I'm going to get going. I'm going to start with the burnt orange, and I'm going to pop that in my crease. I'm going to make sure that I don't go all the way to the front, or to the corner of my eye I should say. I do want to just say that I am not a makeup artist, not by any stretch of the imagination. I do love to play with makeup, but my technique may or may not offend some of you, and if that's the case, I'm sorry. But here we go. As you can see, the pigment is very good and that it blends very, very easily. So I'm just going to soften that line there, and I've only dipped into the palette once, and I'm very happy with what I have got here. I am purposely not following any lines. Once I'm done, I will clean up the edges and make it a nice sharp edge. Next I'm going to go into the colour Rustic, and I'm just going to make sure that I just tap off the excess so that there isn't any fallout. What I will say that is when you do start with the powders or pick up the powders, there is a bit of kickback in the palette. So that's just the powder that is left behind. It doesn't bother me typically, but it may bother you, or may not. So I'm just taking this and just putting it just below where I put that rustic colour. Right, then I'm going to go for Cypress Umber, and I'm going to use the flat side of the brush. This is the brush that comes with the palette, which is quite nice. It's actually a lovely brush. It blends out beautifully and it packs the colour on nicely too. So I'm going to take Cypress Umber and I'm going to pop it now in the corner of my eye, and I'm just going to pat it in and just take it to the middle-ish. And then I'm just going to just make sure I blend it so there's no harsh lines. And then lastly I'm going to take Tempera, I think that's what it's called, the lightest shade, and I'm just going to put it in the inner corner and the rest of the lid that has got no makeup on it. And then this just for me makes me look like I am awake. That brightening in the inner corner. Just make sure we are blending. Oops, a little bit much. And then I'm going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to now clean up my edges. I quite like these makeup wipes from Nivea. They are very nice and biodegradable, which I was quite excited to see when I saw them. I bought them at Checkers. Okay, so all I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my little mirror so I can see what I'm doing, and I am just going to just go straight up like that, just to give it a bit of a lifted look. Okay, I quite like that. Let's pop a little bit of mascara on. I'm going to use the Maybelline Lash Lift, Falsies Lash Lift. Quite like this one, it's quite a nice one. Alright, let's have a quick squiz. Am I happy with everything? Yeah, I like that. What do you think? It's a nice everyday, quick and easy look. I mean, it literally took me, what was it, 5 minutes? And then I will then do my foundation and carry on with the rest of the day. But I think before I do my foundation, I'm going to just wipe this off and let's do another look. Okay, round number 2, let's go. I'm going to do exactly the same thing where I'm going to just prep my eyelids. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to start again my look with the burnt orange and put that in my transition space. I'm going to go the whole way through, right from the tail all the way to that inner corner, just at the top here, in a windshield wiper motion, just backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. Then I'm going to go into Orange Soda, which is a slightly lighter shade, and I'm just going to just soften the top line here a little bit. I should have maybe started with this one. But that's what's wonderful about makeup and putting it on. Hey, there's not really any rules. I think I'm going to attempt a halo eye look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color Mulberry and I'm going to put it in the inner corner of my eye and the outer corner, and I'm going to leave this part here with nothing in at the moment. Mulberry is a lovely burgundy color and I quite like what it looks like with my hazel colored eyes. I think it would look also stunning if you've got blue eyes. So I just put a little bit there in the inner corner, and then on the outer corner, and then tilt my head back and just stamp a little bit here just to make a bit of a line, and then I'm going to take the blending brush and I'm going to blend this bit here together just to soften that harsh line. As you can see, these shadows blend beautifully and the pigment is stunning. There is a bit of fallout, but I think I did not tap off my brush. But thank goodness I've got no concealer or foundation on. So now you see the method of my madness. Oh, yeah, nice. Maybe just make it a little bit deeper. And tap off now. There we go. Oh, that's so lovely. Such a lovely color. I've been hunting for a burgundy for the longest time. I enjoy the color story in this palette. I find there is something for every day. And then obviously the glam side of it too. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade, Rose Pink, and I'm going to pop that in the center. I'm actually going to use my finger because I quite like the color payoff that it gives. How pretty. Oh, that looks very pretty. Just want to soften that line a little bit. I think if we're wanting something with a little bit of vuma, I think we need to maybe use a different shade as well. So I'm going to use the bronze as well. But what I'm going to do for that one, I'm just looking for a brush. So what I'm going to do for that one is I'm going to just spray my brush with a bit of setting spray just to make it wet, and I'm going to pick up the bronze color and just put that there. There is just quite nothing like makeup, is there? Want to have a look close up? Yeah, I think I just want to just blend this a little bit more. that a lot. It's coming together. Last, I'm going to take a little bit of the light and put light tempera and put it underneath my brows just to highlight the brow bone. I will say of all the shades, this is the one that gives the most kickback. So there is a lot of white powder that is now kicked back, if you can see. As you can see, I've left the sticky on the mirror because it's absolutely pointless trying to use the mirror with me eyes that do not focus up close, which is a little bit sad. Alright, let's get that focused. Okay, perfect. I think this look actually requires some foundation. I'm going to finish this off so that I can see what this looks like with the foundation on as well. Let's just take away that fall away and tighten up. And here she takes the thing that doesn't work. Bless her. Okay, let's make a nice line. Okay, right, let's put some foundation on. Okay, I'm back. So I've done my face, I've put my complexion products on, and I really like what this looks like. What I am going to do is I'm just going to sort out underneath my lash line. I'm going to put a bit of shadow underneath there, just a little bit, anything too hectic. I'm going to take the mulberry color and on a flat brush, I'm just going to go and just put it underneath my lower lash line, and I'm literally only going to do it a third of the way. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, maybe just to mimic the halo eyes, I'm going to just do it also on the inner corner. Like that. I'm sorry if you can hear a dog panting. I think it's about to be thundering and lightning, and the dog has made her way in to the studio. She's trying to lie very quietly, eating her feet and heavy breathing. What can we do? Right, then I'm going to take what color did I use? Oh yeah, orange soda and burnt orange. I'm going to mix those two together and I'm going to blend those colors just like that, just to soften the lines a bit. And then lastly, I'm going to just take another little brush and I'm going to go into that bronze and I'm going to just pop that just in the middle. Just a tiny little bit. I don't want to go too heavy-handed because obviously there's lots of lines and stuff underneath the eyes now. Oh, I like that. Hey, what do you think? That looks so pretty. I'm just going to lighten up the waterline with a flesh-toned eye pencil. This one is from LA Girl called Ultimate Eyes. I really like this one. I wish it came in a sharpener, a pencil that I could sharpen, that I could at least keep this bit clean, because I just worry sometimes if we use it over and over, the health of our waterline. Oh, here I go, pulling up the wrong thing again. Here we go. So I'm going to pop that in there just to brighten up everything. Oh, now look awake, hey? Nice. And I'm going to finish off my look now with a bit of mascara, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This one is in, I think it's called Extra Black. This is a very nice mascara. It does not budge, which is lovely. Okay, mascara's on. Let's do some lips. Okay, there we have the final look. I would 100% recommend this eyeshadow palette. If you have been sitting on the fence as to whether or not to buy this palette, because it is quite a pricey one, it is a luxury item, I would definitely say if it's in your budget, definitely get it. Even put it on your Christmas list, because Christmas is just around the corner. The color payoff is fantastic. They're all pigmented. The shades are all pigmented. I haven't found that any of the powders are at all chalky. They all go on well. They all blend beautifully. You can go from something very simple to something quite dramatic, and its color story is just lovely. I enjoy all the colors in there. I don't really think that there is anything missing. I have played around with the black. and I have used it as an eyeliner. So what I'll do is I will take a sharp angled brush and I will spray a bit of setting spray into a little container, dip my brush into there, dip it into the black, and use that as a little bit of an eyeliner if I'm feeling brave. But I have absolutely loved playing with this palette. I actually think it's one that I will carry on using. It's timeless. I think you can use it for any and all occasions. It really is. It's got my vote. I absolutely love it. Well, that's that. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please would you give me a thumbs up to say that you liked it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and join the community. And if you've bought this palette and used this palette, let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.